Footballers, day 20 of Football Entangled's 30 for 30. My name is Taylor Davidson. Welcome. How to get bigger and more physical on the football pitch. Now, as I say that, I want you guys to realize size isn't exactly your problem. If you had a coach ever tell you that you're too small, too short, too weak, these are excuses. Unless you're a goalkeeper or maybe a center back, your height is largely irrespective. In football, the sport we play, football, is a great equalizer. Players of all heights and sizes can be successful on the pitch if they're good enough. And that's the bottom line. If you're good enough, you play. If you're not good enough, then the coach tells you, oh, it's not going to work out. I don't have room for you. You're too small. You're too weak. You're not fast enough. That's where all the excuses come in. But he's not going to just tell you, oh, you aren't good enough, because it's easier to say, oh, you aren't tall enough or aren't big enough. And then you're told that, and then you go into the gym thinking the gym is the solution. In reality, it's not. In reality, the gym destroys athletic ability, it destroys functionality, it destroys the ability to move in spirals. It destroys the spinal engine and all the things you need to be a successful athlete on the pitch. And now, here is a truth bomb that we kind of just covered, but to put it down simply, gaining muscle doesn't make you stronger, and size isn't your problem. Now, hear me out carefully. If a coach ever tells you that you're too small, too weak, or not tall enough, unless you're a goalkeeper, ignore whatever he or she says and understand the below. Size isn't your problem, strength isn't your problem, even height isn't your problem, unless you're a goalkeeper. Skinny, young, talented players are playing every single day for huge clubs like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Dortmund, Milan, and others all around the world. And your coach just doesn't want to tell you the harsh truth. You aren't good enough in that moment. If you simply raise your talent, i.e. your natural athleticism, and become good enough, magically you are now big enough, strong enough, and old enough. Guys, when you have players like Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, David Silva, Bernardo Silva, Aguero, like all these guys are borderline midgets. And if they can play, then it means you're not too short, You aren't too small, because those guys aren't muscle hamsters, They're not jacked. They don't have incredible gym strength. They do have incredible athletic strength, which translates to how they perform on the field, which of course is why they're there. And that is the answer. Talent is your ticket to the top, not mindless hard work in the gym or doing cone drills. Hard work, of course, is needed, but it is the very, very, very minimum. On its own, hard work does nothing by itself. That's the big shift I need you to make right now. I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but actually, it unlocks your potential, because taking control of your talent puts you in the driver's seat, as opposed to being in the passenger seat on the grind and pray path. It's time to look deeper into the art of football performance. Now, what are a few real ways that you can develop talent while also naturally improving muscle size and strength in a way that helps you on the pitch? First and foremost, fix your health. This is the most obvious one. So many guys complain, oh, I'm not big enough, I'm not, growing tall enough, I'm not growing muscles. Or they say, well, if there's no gym, then how do I make muscle? Well, mate, there are hundreds of thousands of natural athletes with great muscle size that are not in the gym because they're born like that. The mainstream says, oh, it's because genetics, but in reality, it's their environment growing up that builds that into their system, and they have great mitochondrial function, which elicits important things like testosterone, human growth hormone, and all the other inputs in the human body that are necessary to create muscle. So that means you have to fix your health, fix your vitality, become a healthy human being, and you'll start growing optimally. And that means sunlight, grounding, your sleep, proper nutrition. All these things will increase testosterone, human growth hormone, melatonin, and other hormones that will naturally build size in a way that is permanent, not in a way that falls off if you stop doing gym work. Number 2, cross-training. Expanding your movement vocabulary will allow you to handle other opponents with ease and get more from your existing frame. And what does that mean? Bottom line is that it means your athleticism goes up. Number 3, isometrics. And these are long holds at your end range. So think of like a lunge at the bottom of a lunge. You hold that for about 5 minutes. I guarantee you will gain some natural size in your legs. Isometrics at extreme length or at the end range and at extreme times, like 5 minutes, 3 minutes, even like 10 minutes for certain movements, will activate and unlock more muscle fibers through your fascial system and help create permanent size through targeting more of the connective tissue. Now guys, this is it. It's not more complicated than this. This video does not need to be half an hour, 1 hour long. I've given you the tools to fix your size, to fix your height, to fix your weight. If you don't understand it, then I can't help you. If you want to get serious about all this and become, a naturally good looking, great physique, athletic football player that's always injury free, comment below baller and become that serious guy in our tribe, in the way of the natural. And I'll be able to one day see you on TV playing in the Premier League. All right. This is day 20. I will see you tomorrow for day 21. Talk soon.